Okay, this is a video on my experience at Georgia Southern University. I'm currently a sophomore, and I just finished my first semester, excuse me, of my sophomore year. So I know a little something about college and stuff like that, but I don't know everything. So if I leave something out in this video, please forgive me. I wrote everything down that I wanted to say, but I just something might go over my head. Let's start with why I chose this school. Now, from the beginning, I had three choices. It was either going to be Georgia Southern, Kennesaw, or Georgia College and State University. Now, I've never seen Georgia Southern in my life. I've seen Georgia College and State University, and it was beautiful. So I was like, okay, that's definitely an option. I never seen Kennesaw either. So with those two schools, with Georgia Southern and Kennesaw, I was going in blind. So eventually, I narrowed my choice down to Georgia Southern because it was far enough from my parents' house, and not everyone was trying to go there. Now that was a big reason to why I wanted to go to Georgia Southern. So like the year that I graduated, everyone wanted to go to Georgia State. And I'm just like, I don't want to be where everybody else is. I want to go to college, meet new people, this and that. So I was like, okay, Georgia State, not gonna happen. Oh, the 2 years before, the two graduating years before me, they all was like, oh, we just gonna go to Valdosta. And I was just like, I don't want to be where everyone else is. So I decided Georgia Southern. Lo and behold, people from my school still went to Georgia Southern, but it wasn't as many people as like Georgia State and Valdosta and all this other stuff. So I ended up picking that school. So I never went on a college tour, or I never went to tour the school. I was just like, you know what? I mean, when I get there, I get there. My mom didn't want to go, so I couldn't just drive up there by myself. So I just went there, and when I went to our orientation called SOAR, that was the first time that I ever seen it. And I was just like, oh, I love it because they just made it seem so great. So, I chose the school and I stuck with it. Those are the reasons that I went to school. Also because they have like the #1 or top 5 nursing program at Georgia Southern in Georgia. So I was like, you know what? I already know I want to be a nurse. That's what I want my major to be. So why wouldn't I go to the school that offers the best program? Like they have Emory and then they have all these other schools, but I'm just like, I'm gonna choose Georgia Southern. So when I first came, I knew the people from my high school, and I knew one of my roommates from like Twitter, and I knew the other roommate from high school, but we weren't like close in high school, but I didn't know her from high school. And then the other roommate that I had, I just like met her when we found out who our roommates were. So, I had a great relationship with all my roommates, but then one of my roommates fell off, so it was just me and my two other roommates that just clicked. We're family, we brothers. So yeah, I mean my roommates were great. They picked some great people to be my roommates. And the people in the Statesboro, Georgia Southern area, they are not bad at all. I've only had like that I can remember, like one really bad experience that I was just like turned all the way off from Georgia Southern, and this was at the beginning of the semester, my freshman year. I was just like, I think I need to get out of here. So me and my friends Aaron and Chris, y'all know who they are. They've been in my videos. Y'all probably seen them. Yeah, y'all know who they are. So Aaron and Chris, we was walking to I think like they have this thing called day 1, and like you meet like the president and you meet the football. I don't know what it is. It starts off like the football games or something like that. It starts off the semester. So you go there, you go to the stadium and you sit down, and then they have like the band playing and stuff like that. So we was going there. We was late, of course, but we were going, and we walked past like Greek Road, and it was a big truck full of a lot of people in it. So we just walking by, casually minding our own business, and all of a sudden I hear it. I don't think Chris or Aaron heard it, or maybe Chris heard it, but I don't think everyone heard it. So somebody was like, oh, look at them faggots or something like that. And I was just in awe. I was literally in shock. I was like, what? You talking about my friends like that? Don't do that. So I was about to say something. I was about to get out of character, but I didn't. I had to compose myself. So that happened, and I was just like, if the people are like this whole year, or if everyone is like this, I do not want to be in this school. But thank the Lord Jesus, not everyone is like that, and I realized that after a while. So that was really the only bad experience that I've had. You know, the teachers are really nice. They really help me out a lot. If you go to them, they gonna help you out. So teacher wise, the people are nice. I've never met just like horrible people. I met some annoying people, but I mean, you gonna meet annoying people anywhere you go, and you gonna have bad experiences anywhere you go. So either way, I mean, I'm not really upset. I'm not gonna say everyone there is bad because of that one bad experience. But at the beginning, I was just like, nope, I do not like it here. I was homesick and everything, so I was just like, no, I do not like it here. Overall, the people right now, I really enjoy the people that are there. So I'm gonna give the people a 10 or a 9, because you know there are those people that are just like what? Okay, I don't want to be around you, but that's anywhere you go. So I'm gonna give the people a rate of 9. That's 9, right? Yeah, 9. Now, Georgia Southern does a really good job with organizations because they have a whole bunch of organizations that you can join. They have like the Latin Rhythm Dance Club, they have MAPS, they have like the Anime Club, they have all this other great stuff. If you like something, they have a club for you. And if they don't have the club, girl, boy, you better create the club because you can do that too. So I mean, like it's just a club for everything. They might not all be as popular as, they might not be on the same level, but there is a club for everything. And you're going to meet great people in those clubs. You have to put yourself out there. That is one thing I will say. If you're going to go to college, you better put yourself out there because people are not going to come to you. You have to go to the people. So I suggest, you get in your clubs. Georgia Southern has a whole bunch of clubs, and I'm very proud of that. So I give their clubs a 10, even though, they might not shine as greatly as others, but their organizations and their clubs are A1. There's something for everyone, literally. The organizations that I'm in I'm on Southern Divas, and that's a dance team. I just got on Definition Dance Company, and that's another like dance team, kind of, sort of. It's a company. That's why it's called Definition Dance Company. I'm also in Phi Eta Sigma. I haven't been going to the meetings, and I really need to go to the meetings. Go to the meetings, y'all. I was inducted into Phi Eta Sigma. I mean, I guess it's an organization, but I work for housing. I work for university housing. I'm a community leader. So, with all that, I've met so many nice people, so many great people, and I mean, I would join those clubs again. They were good clubs to join. Now, when I first got to college, I did not have a car, so I had to use my good old 2 feet and ride the bus. First of all, these buses are not, I'd rather walk. I really rather walk. Like, I walk everywhere because I do not want to ride the bus because they are so slow. Like, I don't want to be late because of the bus. I want to be late because I'm late. Like, no, I don't want to be late because of the bus. So I walk everywhere I go. The bus is not always reliable, and I don't like that. That's something that I would really change about the school. The buses are not reliable. The buses are filthy. The buses are unclean. We have to wait a long periodically time, and it's ridiculous. Okay, it is really ridiculous. Like, it's like you have to leave almost 30 minutes before your class starts if you want to possibly get there on time, because they like to just sit at the bus stop. They like to take forever to change drivers. It's just ridiculous. Like, this whole bus. Time out. Flag on the play. We need some new players. Okay? It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, I just do not like the bus. But so the end of my first semester, I ended up getting my car, and I was just so sad because I had to walk everywhere, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. But then when I got my car, I was still walking everywhere, and I was just like, it's a waste. And everything is 5 minutes away, really. So you really don't be spending no gas down there. They don't have a bus that goes around the city because it's so small, so you have to find your own way if you don't have a car. You can probably get an Uber and call it a taxi or whatever, but I don't know if you want to pay for that. You might have to find your friends, and your friends might have to take you to where you need to go if your friends have a car. But I mean, other than that, transportation, just I just don't do transportation. And they love to ticket. They love to boot. Just beware. So if you don't have no permit, you gonna get a ticket. If you've been in a 30-minute parking spot for 31 minutes, you gonna get a ticket. The whole Statesboro area, they love to boot and ticket. Let me just say that. So be at the right place at the right time. If you don't have no business parking there, don't park there. That's all I want to say about that. That's all I gotta say about that. So I'm gonna rate the transportation and parking at like It's not gonna be a good number, but we gonna say a 5. I'm gonna give him a 5 because some things really need to change. I don't even know where to start because it's ridiculous sometimes. But let me just start off with clubs. So there are a couple clubs that you can go to. We have like Midtown. They have like other clubs. I don't know the names because I usually don't go to clubs. So if you want to go to a club, that's all cool and dandy, but you know you gotta pay. Usually, if you have your student ID, it's like $5, $10, something like that. And I really don't go to the club only because I just don't be wanting to pay, and I don't be wanting to wear the outfits that they be wearing in the clubs. Like I don't. Sometimes I just don't want to be dressing up, or I don't feel like dressing up. So the clubs are okay. They most of the time I don't really know a lot of people who just go to the club all the time. That's the only place that they go to. I know people who like go to kickbacks, go to like the club, go to fraternity parties, sorority parties, and stuff like that. You know, we like to mix stuff. We don't like to just go to the club or just go to kickbacks or anything like that. So overall, I mean, the clubs are alright. They alright. But one thing, if you go to the club, it won't get shut down. That's what I'm gonna say. If you go to the club, it will not get shut down. So if you want something that will last you for however long you need to last you, then go to the club. But now, since we're talking about getting shut down, let's talk about these kickbacks. So kickbacks, aka house parties, they are what I usually go to all the time. So somebody will throw their party in their apartment or their house or whatever, and a whole bunch of people just come, play music, dance, do whatever they need to do, have fun, have a good time. But those are usually the ones that be popping, be jumping, a whole bunch of people be there, and you just be having you a good old time. But those are the ones that get shut down. Now, 90% of the time, your kickback, if you throw one, will get shut down. Unless it's just the kickback gods have blessed you and was just like, nah, you ain't gonna get shut down tonight. I've been to a couple kickbacks where it hasn't gotten shut down, but the likelihood of it getting shut down is 80 to 90%, give or take. So I personally like to go to kickbacks, even though they do get shut down. But there are times where I do go to the club and stuff like that. So next is fraternity parties, Greek row parties. Greek row always having something going on. If they not having something going on, they going to the bars. Now, but I think the bars at our school are like 21 and up now because they've gotten strict on like alcohol and stuff like that. So I don't know if you can be 18 and go to the club. I just don't know because I don't ever go to bars anyways. If you want to party with Greek row, the people in Greek row, they are always having a function. If they're not having a function, then they're always at the bar or the bars. The black fraternities and sororities, they have their parties, and their parties be jumping. But when they be having at the club, their parties be lit, and sometimes they be having them in houses. Their parties be lit, but sometimes they be charging. Now I went to one party and I don't know who was hosting it, but we was standing outside for hours. They was not letting anybody in, and I was just like over. I was just over it. I was just like, I can't do this. But I have been to a couple of black fraternity parties that have been okay. All right. So I mean, overall nightlife is good if it doesn't get shut down. It's pretty good if it doesn't get shut down. I will give our nightlife an 8 because it can get better. If our stuff didn't get shut down, you know, if people didn't make stupid decisions and ruin it for everyone, then it would be a 10. But I'm gonna give it an 8. Georgia Southern has like one of the top academic schools for its price. So our prices are cheaper than most of these other colleges. So when you correlate the price and academics, you get your money's worth and a little bit more. So I mean, I'm doing pretty good in college. And college is just like you have to do what you have to do. You have to be motivated. You have to motivate yourself in order to do your work. You have to have your priorities straight in order for your grades to be A1. Like it's really up to you. If you need help, you need to go to the teacher. You need to go to tutoring. It's really all up to you, and I feel like this is everywhere. So academics is really what you make it, and for me, I've made it pretty darn good because my grades are really good actually. So it's really all you make it. I know we have like one of the top nursing programs. I don't really know if we have like any other top programs, but I know our school is really good academic wise. We've gotten a lot of prestigious awards and stuff like that. If you're looking for a good education, this is the school that you need to go to. The teachers are really nice. They like to help you. If you need help, then you need to go to office hours. That is how I did so well my first semester because every time I didn't understand anything, I just went to my teachers and they was like, "Oh, she's really trying to understand. Okay, I'm gonna help her out." So I ended up with all A's my first semester. But then as the semesters kept going, I was just like, "There's a lot of teachers. So I mean, I gotta get to know every single one of these teachers. And I don't know if I want to go to office hours for every single one of these teachers." But you know, my grades still were pretty good. So academics, I give academics a 10. I have nothing bad to say about academics. I just want to say that at the beginning, I was just not feeling the school because I was homesick. I've never been like away from home like that. Well, actually, I have because I've lived like with my dad or whatever for months and months. But I mean, it was something new, and I had to get used to it. And I think that overall, this is a good school to go to. Now, at the beginning, I did say that I did not like it, and I really wanted to leave. I wanted to transfer, but I've decided to stay. And you know, I mean, stick it out because I feel like this school, well, it fits me. I feel like it fits me. I know it's like in the country, and that's not me at all. Like I'm not a country person. I don't like to be 20 minutes from the next mall or 40 minutes from the next Forever 21. But I would say that it has grown on me, and I really do enjoy the school now. Like I really do. Like I've enjoyed the people that I've met. I've enjoyed the things that I've experienced, the classes that I've taken. I've really just enjoyed my school. So I would say that if you want to go there, I feel like it's a great school for you to go to. It's a great experience, and if you don't like it, you can always transfer. Point blank. Period. My favorite thing about it will probably be the school spirit because we have some diehard Georgia Southern fans, and I am all here for it. And they have a great atmosphere. It's just a great atmosphere at the school. My least favorite thing would probably be it's a tie between the buses and the nightlife and how our functions, our ways get shut down. And I know it's like a safety type thing, but I don't care. I don't want it to get shut down. We not doing nothing bad. We having a good time. We're not shooting the place up, so you don't need to shut it down. Um, but it would probably be a tie between those two things. Those would probably be the things that I don't like the most. I think that's really it. If you have any questions about the school or anything like that, just leave a comment below. Ask any questions. I will reply. It really doesn't matter. I'll answer any questions that you have. If you want me to film more like college videos, I know I had like my college struggle video. If you don't want any more college videos like of different experiences, I can make videos about that too. So just leave those below if y'all want to hear about it. If y'all want to hear crazy stories, let me know. I really don't have a lot, but I do have some that I probably can finesse and put on a video. If I remember anything else, I'll probably make a part 2 to this video. But right now, I really don't remember anything, and I feel like I've said basically everything. But there may be a part 2, so look out for that if it does come. I will talk to you guys later. Peace. Sayonara. Arrivederci. Bye.